All right. Good evening and welcome again to Alibaba. Seriously, we reach out to you from NTA Lagos headquarters. Uh, it's very interesting to know that Baba Sala has passed on. But why I say it's very interesting is for you to know that this legend that passed on, had made way for people like us to come on and take over the scene. And he was a great comedian that must be remembered, and not just must be remembered, his legacy must not die. And so we'll continue to remember him on this show. I promise that we're putting a collection together. I met him only twice, and we're putting a collection together. There was one time Benga Denka organized a tribute to him, and then the other time I met him at the National Theatre. Those were the two times, all right? We'll celebrate him. Rest in peace, Baba Sala, our father in the comedy business, who's gone to rest, all right? Well, several things happened in the news this week. And one of the very major ones is the travel ban. The travel ban is that federal government has said that because some people are still under investigation, they can't leave town. And so they can't travel, whether it's for medical or anything. And so, and all of them have been listed. It will affect all the people that are being tried. Well, people are protesting that it should not even be considered, all right? Well, Djokovic won the Open. And for me, the Shanghai Open. And he's number 2. I'm sure after this win, he's going to climb to number 1. Then, through the week, the news broke that Atiku had finally selected Peter Obi to be his running mate. This was after he had visited Obasanjo, and the news was everywhere that he visited Obasanjo, and the story, the story went viral. Okay? Sam Sultan started had his concert that ran from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So today, so it's closing today. The final is today. I was part of it, and it was a star-studded performance. Star-studded. Wale Ojo, Two-Face Idibia, MI. It was Fowles. Even this man also graced the stage. It was star-studded. Kofi, the Guru, Kofi, Benga Deyinka, there was somewhere, AY, Bovi, and Saka. It was star-studded. The only people that didn't come on this set that didn't come on the show were Nana and who again? I know you could. And the Simon Keys come?
No.
No, they didn't invite him. So they didn't want him to sound, because Sound Sultan was already there, so they didn't need another sound.
But I was there.
Where?
I was there.
Oh yes, you were there. You were there. There were 2 monkeys. You were there, true. You were there. All right. There's several other things we need to even still mention. The way it is now, it looks like Wike is now the most powerful governor, because it looks like APC will not run in Rivers. Did they have a candidate? INEC said they didn't have candidate. You don't know. Who is running in Bayelsa? I know everybody is running. I mean, for the state. I mean, for governorship.
You should have said who is floating now. There's a serious flood in Bayelsa now. There are a lot of boat cruises going on.
But there is an advantage to that.
What?
You just stay at home and fish will enter your sitting room.
No. Whenever
You need to look at it from a positive angle, okay?
whenever there's flood in Bayelsa, like it happened in 2012, we lose a lot of.
Yes, a lot of Niger Delta villages around my place, Ugeli and all of those, are flooded.
Yeah, in Bayelsa we normally lost oracles a lot because the flood starts from shrines.
So the oracles, they can't protect themselves.
Some of them end up in front of a church and all that.
The one pastor just woke up Sunday and saw Amadio and
he said, finally, you accepted Christ.
so the Albanese actually came to know. Go. Pastor up and said, what's it
Our God here.
Our God is here.
He said, yes, God is here. God is here.
Is our God here? All right. Within the week as well, our brother Kanye West went to visit Obama. No.
David Trump.
Who is that? Who is David Trump? There's Donald Trump. There's no David Trump.
That's his middle name. So many things you don't know about it. And he used the opportunity where he was able to hug the president. Or like our small doctor, opportunity for you to hug president. You're saying, why are you Masun? You know.
No, that's why he's small doctor.
Oh.
That's small doctor. He's going to, you will understand later. And then there's an Instagram sensation, Picasso. This boy that raps like that green. Oh, blood of God.
See,
Davido just signed, Olamide just signed him. Just signed him now to YBNL. And
that's why it's important to always drop flowers on the graves of people who died. You know, maybe you went to drop a flower and that green just said, since you were the only one that came in, mistake.
No, the boy is too much. His bars are bad.
Yoruba too.
His bars are bad. Whether it's Yoruba, see, that boy. Oh no. He would.
So Two-Face Idibia had an opportunity to sign me. That was around 2008.
To do what? He doesn't need a bouncer.
Oh, it was 2008. He later hated you.
Two-Face signed you to do what?
Okay, assign me to do something.
He wanted to assign you. Okay. Punchlines. All right. All right. Hey. All right. By the way, Two-Face is coming on the show later on, and we also have Modupe Ozolua, the philanthropist. Woman is working. In fact, right now she's the queen of NGOs, as it were. We'll be talking to her. So beyond the beauty, she has a compassionate heart. We'll be talking to her, and she'll be on shortly. And we also will be talking to Efe Omorebe. Yeah, that's the master manager. I want to ask him a question. The question I'm going to ask him now is, why do artists leave sponsors? Why do they look for another sponsor? So you say, I don't find another sponsor. Why?
It's only for artists now. Comedians don't do that.
We died there.
And also we have Madam Lara Rawa.
Okay, Lara, the mixologist.
Yes, sir.
Mixologist. Lara is she can, if you have PDP result, APC result, she can mix all of it together and get accord party. She's a mixologist like that. Yeah. And she in fact, she's a science student.
Why is that mixologist? Jonana started feeling challenged.
Is she working as is she one of us? All right. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. And then, yes, I said I was going to give a shout out to the Secretary to the Government of Federation, Boss Mustafa. If you're watching right now, sir, thank you so much for being one of our best viewers. And you have promised that you're going to be here before January. Is it January or Christmas, you said? We'll be looking forward to hosting you. And for all the other people that were... wait. Oshomole said he watches this show. And...
say hi to me.
He said he watches this show. And that everything that I've been saying on this show that he has been noticing, you know. The day he will come on the show, we will need to use a lot of light. But
I'll be the one to interview.
Floodlight.
we'll floodlight, you know, or we'll keep Modupe on one side and his wife on the other side, so everything will be bright. All right, so we'll take a break now. When we'll be back, we'll be talking to our guests. You're welcome to Alibaba Seriously. Yeah, welcome back again to Alibaba Seriously. And I told you that I was going to bring my first guest on. You see, when they say that get your degree first before you begin to branch into other things, I can understand, I can relate with that, because I first went to the university and then entered stand-up comedy. So this lady is a certified bartender, a certified mixologist, a certified science student. And so she blends drinks. Basically, she blends drinks. So if it were not that she went to school, she would be selling okpain and agbo and what's the other thing? Monkey tail.
Okay, Shekwe has they
Yeah, you should know the names. So yeah, and what?
That was when okay, they call them Shekwe, they call them agbo. They call I know it's because I went to school too.
What? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we will present Lara Rawa. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, so this is a question that I always ask people who have deviated from what they read. How did your parents take the fact that after your call to bar, you were called to bar here? Okay, so how did they take it?
Well, they weren't happy about it at first because, I mean, they didn't understand how a lawyer who's gone through 5 years of law, gone to law school, did a master's in international business law, decided to put all that aside and then put all her focus and energy on bartending.
Okay. So how did you get into bartending?
Well, I think it's funny because I didn't see myself as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I've always seen myself as a career person.
Sure.
And I was working, and then the company had its challenges, and we were told to stay at home for a while, and then they'll call us back. And at that point, it was quite difficult to get a job. But I knew I didn't want to work in a law firm.
Okay.
So while I was in that organization, I did different things. I was very versatile. I was into events, and so I started doing events first.
Okay.
And then
Events planning.
Okay. I started doing that first. I planned a couple of events. And then I realized that, you know what, I really want to do something else. And I just thought about, what about cocktails? I mean, you like to drink cocktails. You like to be at events. So why don't you, carve a niche for yourself in that industry? And that was how I started. I just spoke to someone. I'm like, look, I want to start.
What was the first drink you mixed?
The first drink I mixed was a strawberry daiquiri.
Meaning?
Yeah, it's a mixture of gentle alcohol with blended fruit juice. But you have to top it with a little bit of garnish or lemon accolade.
I'm not sure that's what I made.
Okay, that's not what you made, Abby. Okay.
That's not what
So
I
how did you? What did you use?
So it was.
Simon Keys, will you behave yourself?
It was
Are you laughing at your colleague? What nonsense is that?
So it was strawberry puree with lemon juice and strawberry syrup and rum, garnished with strawberry.
Okay. See, that's all. I told you that you were wrong. Okay. And when you do this mix of drinks,
Yes.
who are your guinea pigs?
Well, I'll start with myself first. I mean, I have to taste it first. And then if I'm making something that is new that I haven't tried on, that I haven't made before, it will be my friends.
Okay.
And then I'll get feedback.
Okay.
Or sometimes it's my staff. I mean, we come up with it, we mix it, they taste it. If it's good, we serve it.
What drink has the highest alcoholic content that you've mixed before?
I think that'll be a Long Island iced tea.
Long Island.
Yes.
So when you've finished drinking it, you'll be looking at Victoria Island. Far.
Yes, you will. Because
Island again.
They say, you've been in Korea, they say, let's go to the island. Say, no. All right, so I see a lot of people, even when you mix cocktails for them, they say, can you add alcohol? Do you do that?
yes, we do. But it depends.
I see somebody add alcohol to Chapman.
Yes, so they call it a dirty Chapman. So it depends on...
So their eyes won't be clean again?
No, their eyes won't be clean. That's dirty, so it's not clean. Okay. So, but the truth about it is it depends. So if I was working at an event, obviously they pre-order. Okay. So if the order doesn't have alcohol, I wouldn't serve. I mean, a lot of people, sometimes people say to me, oh, but you know, you should sneak one in. Okay. I'm like, you know what, that's wrong. That's unethical. Because you shouldn't do that. Your client, obviously...
Your brief does not include alcohol.
Does not include alcohol. So it's wrong.
Okay, so let's do this. You're going to mix something for us here.
Yes, I am.
On the distance. So, as a science student, let me call you to bar here. Come. So you start with ice.
Yeah, so I want to... So ideally...
You know that when they put ice in glasses for Chapman, they cheat you. So when you're ordering, you say no ice, no ice, no ice at all.
Okay, so what I'm trying to make the glass a bit chilled. No.
Okay, this one is not...
No, this is a modeler.
This is a modeler?
Yes.
These are those things that they used to mix things on the African Magic. He will love you forever. Just...
So modeler, bar spoon, Orphan strainer. This is a julep strainer. I won't be using this.
This one is a strainer?
Yes, and this is my Boston shaker. So this is what I'm going to use to make the drink.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Okay. So the ice must be this much?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Is that enough?
Yes, I'm measuring.
But we don't measure in the Bayelsa. We don't measure. That's what the whole time. I want to always say time for. That measurement is for communion. Yeah. 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 But you guys like Jimmy Jato.
I'm giving it
I don't like that. Take it easy, yes, okay.
So now I'm just going to have a taste of my own creation to be sure it tastes good.
Director, you know the last time we had a taste of these things, the program nearly ended.
So now my glass is chilled.
So now you want to do what?
So now I'm going to strain.
You're going to scream?
I'm going to strain it into the glass.
Okay, so filter it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I would ask, this one that you have mixed like this now, if it's in a bar, how much is this?
Well, it depends. Because I'm using a premium spirit, so this should be about 4,000.
Okay, this is about like this here is 4,000.
Yes.
How much is a bottle of Ogogoro? They drop a gallon of They sell it for 2. All right, so
before you drink, this is NTA, Alibaba, seriously. Don't forget, okay, when you get back, it's not Oprah Winfrey.
And viewers, if you hear anything else after now, it's a joke. Don't take it serious.
Let me tell you something.
Announce INEC election results for 2019.
So, thank you. And so, what is this one called now?
So this is a vodka amaretto sour.
Okay, vodka amaretto sour. You
Drink
see?
it quick before it gets sour.
Yeah?
Drink it quick before it gets
Okay, before it gets more sour. But this one that you put, this lime that you put down is
No,
dry.
it's orange, yes. So
Okay, this is orange.
Yeah, I dehydrated.
So Amaretto sour orange flavor. All right, so come, let no, come back. So let's. All right, so
That was quick.
it's tasting like it has alcohol.
It has.
Okay, so how long does it take to become a mixologist?
Not too long. I mean, it depends.
You want to help me?
That's the wrong choice of candidate.
What can I say? It's another. It's another.
So, for me, it took a while though. For me,
Okay.
because I'd been in the business for. So I learned about it. I was in business for like 3-4 years, and I took different courses.
Courses, yeah.
So I went back, and then the last course I took was to become a master bartender,
Okay.
which I did in Amsterdam. So with that, it was like a whole process. So it's almost like you get your LLB, you get your BL, then you get your LLM.
So there is a degree to this.
So that you have your beginners, you have intermediate.
Shouldn't they establish a school in Bayelsa?
Yes, they should.
Like people
They
come and
should.
decide there.
As youth service. They should do youth service in Bomadi, Patani.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Azuzu.
Where is the former president from? Amasoma.
Otweke.
Otweke.
Otweke,
Amasoma is a. Amasoma is a.
They've closed it now. It's a C now.
Eh.
Yeah, it's a C now.
What?
After the flood, they resumed.
Oh.
Because it's.
All right. There's a caller on the line. Hello. Hello. Yeah. How are you, sir? You're watching from NTA. Okay, you're watching us on NTA. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Okay. Where are you calling from? Zaria. Are you Muslim or Christian? Muslim. So no, this part of the program does not concern you. You wait for Two-Face. Because some of you are science students, but you just claim that, okay, so later, thank you so much for calling.
But you know, Eddie's award, they need to be giving people like this best collaborator.
Because of the mix and this, yeah, so.
It's even good. I'm waiting for someday where a mixologist,
Yes.
okay, will make something traditional, something natural. So, like what you just did is unique.
So they've done
Yeah,
that.
I've not tasted something like this before. Something like
You have
it-
not?
on national TV. I've not. so something like a little bit of Gary. What do you call your bread? It's unique, but you just patronize our stuff. Tell them give it a name.
No, but we do. We use local recipes.
But not Gary.
Well, not. But you could actually use Gary. You can
What
use.
are you thinking about it? Are you listening to this man?
But he's right. Though. You can use.
Hey,
You can use Gary to garnish. You
Thank
can.
you. And for further, you don't take it further. Confuse people, other mixologists.
And they
Once you do stuff like this, a little bit of pap.
So yeah, so now
They call it kaipa.
I understand that there's a Lagos
Cocktail
week.
Yes.
How is it new or it started before? Was it?
No, it's like this is the 5th year.
But that's a while, and I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
Did you hear of the science students?
I've been there. I've been there.
You know.
How does it go?
Okay, so what happens during that week is we celebrate the cocktail culture in Nigeria.
Okay.
By organizing seminars, workshops,
Okay.
and then we always have like a grand finale where we entertain.
Okay.
But the focus of our entertainment is actually the barmen, because
Okay.
obviously they spend a lot of hours behind bars just working. So we felt, it would be good to celebrate them and boost their morale by
But that means our
creating.
politicians can join you now if they spend a lot of time behind bars. Okay. Yes. So go ahead. Yeah.
So that these barmen can battle
Okay.
and they can be a winner.
Okay.
So this
Like
would then-
primaries.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So primary.
Yes, man. There was a primaries in Port Harcourt.
Yes,
Yeah?
there was.
And Ba Atiku won.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Okay, yes, so go
So,
ahead.
yes, so something, so something like that. So something like that.
Okay.
So, but this year is unique because we have more sponsors who have come on board.
Okay.
So it shows that, there's progress.
Okay.
It shows that, the platform is actually getting the visibility that it requires to move on to the next level. And also this year we're having an international mixologist join us.
Okay.
At
From
the
where? Where's he
conference.
coming from?
He's coming from Latvia.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, this is Bayelsa.
They say you should get mixologists from Bayelsa. Okay, those people that put 3 trunks inside the. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So I mean, he's coming, and we've organized a seminar for 2 days.
Okay.
Where we'll be discussing things ranging from marketing to PR to branding for people who are in the industry. So I'm really excited about
the venue?
this. It's at the Federal Palace Hotel.
Okay.
We're creating a cocktail village at the Federal Palace Hotel.
Okay.
The conference will run from morning 9 to 2, and then from 2 is open to the public to taste different cocktails.
All right then.
And mocktails, non-alcoholic and alcoholic.
Okay. All right then. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. We'll be mixing this show up like that until we. Good evening again and welcome. And all things bright and beautiful right now. I'm talking to an entrepreneur, but somebody with a heart of gold. And I've been part of a fundraiser that she did one time towards displaced people as well. And so today, I welcome Modupe Osoloa. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Beautiful to see you again.
I know it's been ages.
Yes. How is it really? First of all, what are the problems that you encounter on the field?
Dealing with the reality.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest thing. You hear every day, we all know, in quotes, that people
Are displaced.
Displaced, even generally. People are poor, people are sick, people are...
At the camp.
The camp and different places, generally speaking.
Doesn't have to be the camp.
Doesn't have to be the camp. But when you now go into these environments and these camps or communities, and the gravity of it, it's
Enormous.
It's enormous, it's a shocker. That even if you were complaining, if you had any complaints yourself, you'd just be like, oh my God, God, thank you, forgive me, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. Yeah.
So it means that the picture that we actually get is not the reality on ground.
Well, it depends on the picture you're getting.
Okay.
If you're talking about IDPs at
Yes,
the moment,
I'm talking, yes.
IDPs, I mean, there are different sizes of camps.
Okay.
Some, I mean, when you talk about camps, you're not talking about 200 people, you're talking about thousands, some of them tens, 50, 60,000 people in a camp. So imagine the responsibility, even as a government, to take care of such, and that's just one location. There's so many locations. You have IDP camps at Damawa, Bornu, Bauchi, even in my state, and those states, there are camps all over the place. So imagine dealing with the magnitude of probably about 4-point-something million people, feeding them, clothing them, taking care of their medical needs, and then you have personality issues going on. It's quite tasking.
Do you encounter bureaucracy in any of this?
It's always expected, but there are always ways to manage that.
Okay.
And that's because there's so many players in the field, you're not sure those that are genuine and those that are not.
Sure.
So everybody's, well, the government is wary of interactions with people, but at the same time, if someone is coming with good intentions, you still have to give them the opportunity to express that. But other than that, I know that the federal government and the state governments and other non-profits also in the same space are very supportive of each other.
So you've been an activist in this sector now for how long?
As a
philanthropist, yeah.
It's been 15 years. Wow. You don't remember the
I remember the first one.
I've known this man for 17 years. We've been friends for 17 years.
No,
the very first one, you were part of it.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
Now, when you're doing this, and you encounter, like, of course, you would encounter these different dynamics, and you deal with them. What are your ambitions? What do you plan to achieve in the next 5 years in this sector? I know it's tough. I know it's tough. And funding is another question that I want you to answer. Funding is serious because you can't do some of these things. You just mentioned 4 million people. I organize events. Managing 1,000 people in a hall is crazy. And those are cultured people that have been brought together for a purpose. And these ones are displaced, and some of them don't even speak the same language, and they're traumatized. And so you have inflammable characters and behavioral patterns at that time. So how do you fund? What's your plan? Just let me in.
Empower 54, that's
the name of the word, Empower 54.
Yes.
Okay. Why Empower 54?
Initially when we started, it was Beers Foundation.
Yes, Beers Foundation. Yes, that was what
enhancement and
yes.
But we changed it because our scope is much bigger than doing free surgeries for the privileged people. And we're working in several countries in Africa. I just came back from Democratic Republic of Congo last week. We're working in Congo. We just gave out medication to 620,000 children in the province that we're working. And we're about to go, we've started some little programs in Liberia right now. So in 5 years, it's like, oh wow, because there's so many other countries hearing about what we're doing.
That you need to get to.
That we want to get to, and those already reaching out to us, saying come do something in our countries and things like that. But in relation to Nigeria, after we were part of the process that evacuated the malnourished children from Bama. I actually led that delegation with the military and the Borno State government into Bama to evacuate those children. And that process made me realize that we had to do a lot more than just evacuating children. So, and of course, when it comes to malnutrition or severe acute malnutrition, the solution is provision of RUTF, which is
not food.
It's a specialized food. It's a formulation, peanuts, powdered milk, sugar, some specialized vitamins, and it's within 3 weeks they're completely transformed. Don't think
I'm interrupting you. Malnutrition in children, and malnutrition in politicians. Okay, so I don't think there's a. But you've seen. There's a picture on screen. Where's this? Congo.
Last week, yes.
Okay, so it looks like the flag of a country: black, white, black. Okay, so all right. So how did that go in Congo?
Oh, very well. There's a province that we are working in. It's called Maindombe. Initially,
province in
we call it state. They call it province.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So initially, we wanted to go to North Kivu.
Okay.
Because that's where all that, and I like all that drama, where they are talking bullets. I like sensitive places.
You went to the battlefront.
And no, that was the plan. But the governor of that province was informed. He was in Atlanta, where my head office is. And we got to meet, and he lobbied that before I went to North Kivu, I should come to his province. So I was in Kinshasa, and I went to his province. And
do you wear body armor? Do you wear? So you go like this?
You know. Well, not like this. T-shirt, jeans, baseball cap, sneakers. There's some places that you close one eye when you're sleeping. In case you hear palm, you take off.
Which kind of hat, man? You just say, you the Bronco. and you wake up in the morning and you stay for 2-3 days.
Longer than that.
Okay. So he said you should come to his province.
Yes, so
there's another picture now. Which one is this?
Oh, that was Edo State. That was in August. We gave out, we have medication, albendazole, vitamin A, and prenatal vitamins for 270,000 children and women in Edo State. So in
is there a condition that requires it?
No, specific age group to benefit from it. Children between ages of 6 months to 5 years. And then any woman is pregnant.
And failure to get that, what was the consequence?
It's actually, children get really sick because it's actually a national program, actually a global program. Children should be taking the albendazole and vitamin A twice a year, every 6 months apart. Albendazole helps with issues of worm, so especially rural places, they really need that. Vitamin A helps with the prevention of malnutrition, stuntness. It helps with development of the eyes. So it's very critical, especially in that developmental stage. So we in Edo, we have for 270,000 children. So the first phase we gave to 15,000 children and women. But we also have the same, is in partnership with one of our partners, Vitamin Angels.
Okay.
So we have the same commodities for several other states in Nigeria. So we just did the...
How do they embrace this? Are they welcoming you? Are they inviting you? Because states should actually be like, oh, please come to our state, come to our state.
Oh, yes, because it's just like even Nigeria, even in Congo too, the same thing happened. In Nigeria, the federal government will give to the states.
Okay.
NGOs would give. But sometimes they don't have enough commodities to cover the percentage.
Okay.
So there's a lapse.
Okay.
So when people like us come in and we bring extra commodities,
Okay.
we do fill in that gap. So for example, in Maindombe, where we just came from, the government had given them commodities for children for 25% of the population.
All right.
So 75% was just that. So when we came, we gave them much more than they needed. So we're able to fill in that need.
Okay. So what, in rounding up, what would you require partnership on, and how do you want in rounding up?
We've started a small-scale production of our ETF.
Okay.
So we certainly need funding, donations, partnership, and things to be able to produce. The plan is to produce in Nigeria and give out for free.
All right.
And partnership comes in different forms.
Okay.
The different organizations, they can give
Cash.
Cash is important. Non-perishable foods and
Okay.
things. So we combine that and give it to the children at the same time.
Beautiful. All right. So you've heard that, and the message is going to be posted on Alibaba seriously, and we'll continue to spread that information to you. Check my page on Instagram. I'll get a lot of information from her and post them so you can help and get in touch with her. Thank you, Modupe. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Motigbana. It's that's Bado. Bado's. Thank you so much for picking up Picasso. Awesome talent. Won't miss that green that much again. Just pick him up and brush him up and let him just do the needful. All right. So next, I mentioned that I was going to talk about artists. I want to talk about the problem that has become a staple. A lot of artists join a label, and as soon as money begins to come in, they now want everything. They forget that investment had not been recouped. They forget that, and then I think the influence is the reason they now want to get out of their contract. But I'll be talking to an expert, Efe Omoribe. He's an award-winning artist manager, award-winning promoter, and he's been in the music industry for a while. And I'll still talk about his co-son angle as well. So he fights for the rights of the musician, packages them, manages them, promotes them, and so this is his field. Efe, hi. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
All right. First thing, why do artists who are signed on a label have problems with record labels? Why?
Usually, people don't read their contract carefully.
Okay. They should hire somebody to read the contract.
People don't read their contracts. People get into business relationships. In short, first and foremost, the people don't even have spelled out contracts.
Okay.
Then when they have contracts, they don't read it properly. And when they read it properly, because we don't have enough legal precedents of people getting into trouble for breach of contract, there's really no deterrent. So people get into contract with the mindset that once I blow, I will just arrange myself, I will just, whatever. So the key problem we have is that entertainment education, proper grounding. We have a lot of talents. Our industry is built on talent and passion, but very little education and structure and grooming. Okay. If you're a child prodigy, say in Sweden, in the UK, in the US, for example, your talent is noticed at age 10, age 8. There's a process. They put you through school. You hone your skills as a pianist, as a dancer, as a singer, but you're also exposed to some kind of full body training. So you have an understanding that this is business. You have an understanding. So, for example, it's very hard to find people in the States or in the UK who are full-time up-and-coming artists. Okay. Right? You do your day job. You work somewhere. You're a trainee. You're something. Then you're singing on the side until your career takes off.
Until you blow.
Yes, until it takes off. Then you're saying, okay, do I leave my day job or do I quit?
Okay.
Here, you see people who straight out of secondary school is what you want to say. I'm an artist. You know, I want to sing.
I'm a rapper.
Yeah, I'm a rapper. What do you do? Besides, no, I'm just a rapper. You know, he can't keep a job. He's not in school. He just wants to rap. He doesn't want to do anything else.
You know, he just wants to blow.
He just wants to.
He just wants to blow.
All
right. So, but when they now have this conflict of interest, the artist wants to break away. The record label owner wants him to fulfill his part of the contract. How do you get to resolve all of this? How do you get to resolve all of this?
A lot of times you resolve it by just letting it go. A lot of times.
Okay. Let me come there. You say a lot of times you just let it go. When a record label signs on an artist, from getting accommodation, let's put that at 5 million. If it's a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, anywhere, whether mainland or island or Lekki, that's 5 million. You put a generator in the place. You're going to put a cable satellite in the place as well. You furnish the apartment. You put a car and probably get a driver.
You've not started funding content.
Exactly. So you probably just end up, you spent about like 20.
You've not started funding talent development.
So you're just first making the artist comfortable.
Yes.
So that's about like 20 M gone.
Yes.
Then you now begin to pay for sessions, studios, and all of that stuff, and then produce music, shoot music video.
Record,
another 10, Abi?
Content packaging, content promotion. Right? There are all these different layers. You have to put it all together to support the talent for it to, you know, for him to be a business, for it to be a viable business.
Yes, okay.
Now, when you're doing all of that, typical talent, humble, bros, man, bros, or Mr., you know, bros. Then bang.
He blows.
He blows. And all
then
of a sudden,
how far?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's sitting there thinking, I wrote the song, I performed the song, I'm the one that people are screaming for, and I'm getting paid $1 million. So why is this guy taking 400K? Why is he taking 500K? Why is he taking 250, 25%? You know, I'm the guy who's singing, I'm the guy who's performing. It's totally
forgotten about every other thing that was spent.
Before you got to a point where you could earn $1 million. Now, but again, for me, even the biggest problem is not even the financial investment. You can lose money, right? You can lose money and make money.
Okay.
You can lose money and make more money. What you cannot make back is time.
Okay.
Right.
And time that was invested in promoting the person.
No, just invested. When you're growing talent, you should have a clue.
Okay.
When you're growing talent, you are at times you are father, you are body.
Everything rolled into one.
You are psychoanalyst.
You're a bouncer.
You give so much of you.
And psychologist too sometimes. I
see you're a psychoanalyst. You never read psychology. You first forget. The artist has issues. The artist has issues connecting with reality. He has issues dealing with sometimes you're managing a talent. But the real problem is get the artist focused enough to be productive. And what you're dealing with, getting the artist focused enough to be productive, is probably something in their personal life, like their mom is ill. Like, he or she is heartbroken.
Okay.
Some guy will, dump her or something. So, and
he has beef with one other person.
You understand? This got nothing to do with writing, recording, performing.
But it will affect.
But if you don't clean all that up,
yeah,
the person is just there, like vegetable. It's not productive.
So now let's leave that now, and then come to how do artists make money now? Since concerts looks like they're not making money from selling records.
That is getting better.
Okay, from
downloads, digital sales,
downloads,
it's getting better. If you have a tidy publishing deal, Nigerian music is big globally.
Okay.
So if your back end is tidy, you could earn decent money from all kinds of streaming.
Okay, that's why Nicki Minaj is earning her back end is tidy. No. Because, all right, so. All right, so, okay, no, so you're telling me.
There should be
I take that back. I take that back.
There should be a police, but let me help out. Let me see if I can help clean up the mind.
My mind is here. Okay. Sorry, my mind is here. Okay.
So you could make money from music sales. It was very good. It got terrible.
Terrible.
It got terrible.
When Premier Music and the rest of them
yeah,
left.
It got really terrible. At the point, we're just making the music just for
people to enjoy.
Yes, just, I mean, let's not go into
But then again, that's where COSON comes in.
Right.
So COSON was collecting the money for the people.
Supposed to be collecting money for the people.
COSON was meant to collect the money for the people. I think now it needed to be politically correct. So we're meant to collect the money for the people. And then right now the issues are that either some of the artists are not getting the monies, or it's not properly managed.
Set up basically collect, distribute. That's what the Collective Society does. You collect on behalf of owners, and you distribute. You're allowed maybe 30%, maybe 25%
of what you have collected
for administration. Right? And that has not worked as well as it ought to work. Because
which is why the issues are going on now.
Not directly, because we are needed to onboard proper. Sometimes in years past, we receive funds, monies from right users who have not given us the logs, the right, logs. So you have money, but to do the due diligence split is difficult because there's no documentation to say of this stuff that we use.
This was a portion to this, whatever. This was 34 times. So they just give you a lump sum.
And nobody gives you a log. We've actually been to court. We've actually sued some right users, not because they didn't pay, but because they paid and they didn't supply the log. It makes it very clumsy now. But we've been making steady progress in terms of fixing all of that. However, the issues we're having were basically issues of how the internal system is organized.
Of the collective society.
Yes. A bunch of us were unhappy with the management of the process, and we basically wanted a resolution.
Ask questions.
And we asked questions. And
and you didn't get the right answers.
No, we didn't get any answers.
Any answers is different from right answers.
No, we didn't get any answers. We asked questions, and instead of we first and foremost sitting in a board meeting, dealing with a petition written by our founding fathers, some of our most senior respected right owners, people like Chief Ebenezer Obey, people like Mr. Toje Joechi, people like Mr. Laolo Ekins, they wrote a petition
that needed to be addressed.
Yes, and copied the regulator. So we're sitting, 10 of us in a board meeting, faced barreled, to the head, like answer, to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We're maybe 8 or 9 of us don't know much about this. The guy who knows stuff about this, why it happened.
What happened?
Right? And instead of addressing the issues, you get this long ramble talk about, how Mungo Park, came in with the Landa brothers, and after Landa brothers come, they can see one babe, the babe can say her name.
Wait now! Okay, we'll round up now with your role in voter awareness.
Yes.
Okay, you organize a concert to promote.
We do a lot. I worked with the Tubaba Foundation and partners, NDI, YDI, a bunch of I work with support EIE. Because
voter education.
Voter education is even beyond voter education. Over the last since I've been actively involved since 2011. Pushing funds, pushing time.
We're coming to you shortly. Right? We're coming to you. So hope our drinks are all ready. Okay.
Putting funds, putting time, dealing with young people, engaging with them, trying to get them to a place where they embrace the reality of the fact that if Nigeria is to work, they would have to roll out their sleeves and do the dirty, right? So voter engagement, involvement is one of a lot of other things that we've done. But more actively, we've been involved in trying to get people to register, trying to get them to vote, trying to get them to select properly, to protect their votes, trying to get them to hold the politicians accountable.
The funny thing is that what you're trying to educate people of is what would make the work of Modukpo Zolua easy. Yeah, because she won't. If everything works well, there will be no IDP camps. And so she will not be that stressed with it. Thank you so much. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll be talking to the legend, Baba. So Alibaba, seriously, my name is still Alibaba, and I've been talking to Lara, the mixologist. I also talked with Modukpo Zolua, who is championing the cause for people who are homeless, people who have medical issues, and she's been at it for over 15 years. And then There's another guy who's been at it for over 20 years that's been dealing in music, management, and entertainment generally. He's an expert, Ife Omorigbe. And right now, I'm bringing someone, you know, legendary status in the entertainment industry starts from 15 years. And not just 15 years, it must be 15 years of quality contribution to the entertainment sector. And this guy is climbing to 25 right now. So please help me welcome on stage Onto Alo Alo, Two-Face Idibia, Two Baba.
Onto Alo Alo.
Onto Alo Alo. Come and sit down, leave woman. You greet our own main men there. Sit down. All right. This your leg, no bad though.
Well, should I say what it is?
What is it?
Na Ferragamo.
It's really lovely.
But na Ferragamo from Ojo Elegba side.
All right. So, quick one. We were talking yesterday at or 2 days ago at Sam Sultan's movie stage play.
Yeah.
And I said I would ask, how many times have you been attacked by robbers? How many times?
Man, once upon a time, I turned to their customer.
Like four?
Yeah, I mean a couple of times, but you know the most prominent ones were the ones that people was hospitalized.
Okay.
And those ones were twice. Like the first time in my house in Festac, and then the second time I was shot
on the road.
Yes, in Sala Junction. Sele, Oshodi,
I mean, when Princess people attacked you on... your people...
I wasn't on duty that day. Don't...
but in between those times, there was still some other times where, some of them actually, we'd already come up from moto, lie down. But they say, Tubawan, are you? Oh yeah, they move. So it's been a couple of times, but
You were telling me one of you and somebody in the room.
Yeah, that was even way before all these ones.
Before fame and everything.
It was before fame and everything. It was, in Calabar. The guy climbed window. He hold the gun, the Oka gun, with torch for one hand.
For the same hand.
Then he hold the other hand and he use the controllers. Bring the bag here, bring the bag here. For window. And we were like, how is this guy doing this thing? Is there like a
ladder or
a stand or something there, and we try to, because we were two of us in the room. That time we never blown her, so
the hustle
they put me and Black for the same room that night, but I mean, we thank God that we didn't let all of that.
What if that you said you guys now was it Blackface or so? You guys now try to grab his hand.
Yeah, when we notice this guy, they remove the things from the bag, but he still hold the torch and he still hold the burglary proof. So Black say, as Black notice and I Black rush out.
What if the gun had gone off?
Well, of course he say no be ring gun. So,
all right, so
that time say Black say himself, he noticed that we had known that he was just using the fear.
All right. Okay. So now, in all of this, you've started a family. You, a beautiful actress. What's the wife's name? How much to be given to one person for treatment? So they took it to a local place to tie. And after a while, the leg was getting so bad. They brought her to Lagos. And when we went to one hospital, the first thing they said was, we have to cut it. So we're like, well, check. He said, I know that he can touch it, and when he's feeling it, that he has to. So told my mom that she should just go and spend time with your children. Let them see that, the grandchildren, let them see that your leg is okay. Until an Indian doctor saw her and said, why are you limping, ma? He said, oh, we went to ShopRite. He said, oh, no, she had an accident. I said, let me see. The man checked it. I said, oh, it's something you can treat, and gave us a number to call. We called the person, and the man said, send us an X-ray. Send an X-ray. And the man said, oh, that shouldn't take long. 1 month or so, it will be done. Now, I'm bringing that home because of your daughter.
Wow. Wow, okay.
How did that go?
Wow. It's a similar story. I will break it down in this level. There are so many things that can be
corrected,
handled, and corrected. Sometimes, even the doctors, they have to see, because doctors are different from people who do the X-ray and the check.
Okay.
So sometimes we have ill-equipped hospitals, but we have qualified doctors.
Okay. So they don't have tools to work with.
But now, a qualified doctor and an ill-equipped hospital, the qualified doctor that can even actually do this stuff, if they do the old school X-ray, now the old school
results they go
thinking you go see, now that old school prescription you go drop.
Okay.
You know, so I think many times it's you know, I'm very sure even the beautiful Modupe right here, she has had experience with very, very ill-equipped hospitals.
If you want to just talk, leave this wait, what is it? We know say she's beautiful. So
okay. But I must still join them. You know, say, Alibaba, you know, say, we don't crush.
See, so you were talking about the prescription.
Okay, sorry. But we have to be careful before they talk say it's sexual harassment on TV or something.
No. She's okay. All right. So now, your daughter had the
blondes.
Okay.
It just be different type of
like bow leg.
You have rickets. You have blondes. You have I don't know all the medical terms, you know, but you know, blondes is the upgraded version of rickets, Abi.
Okay.
Yes. You know, and
the 4G of
you know, and you know, we did a surgery in Nigeria, but you know, somehow, one of the leg was corrected, the other one wasn't. Okay. So we had to now go to Dubai.
Okay. And it was corrected in Dubai.
Yes. But the correction in Dubai wasn't as drastic as the one in Nigeria.
So she went through a lot more pain.
Yes, she went through a lot more pain in Nigeria. But the one in Dubai is the one that this same thing, they didn't need to have done that harsh one. They would have just done the one in Dubai. We did it. She went to the hospital today. We did the
so the one in Nigeria was manual.
We did the operation today.
Analog.
She was discharged the next day. And then when she was discharged the next day she's walking normal.
She was walking normal with the leg.
It's just one tiny.
You know it happens with childbirth too in Nigeria.
Just tiny thing. So now she could just grow.
You don't want to start. You don't want to start. Remember a few years ago, pulled you into this preterm babies, little big soul stuff. Okay. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
The number of preterm kids we lose in Nigeria is probably world record in terms of the number. Just
need incubators.
Yes, the kids we lose because of incubators. The kids we lose because of gloves, because of hand gloves
and hygiene.
It's incredible.
I know we have.
But I must stress this fact: it's not the doctors that we lack.
We have the doctors. What they need tools. They need tools.
I beg to disagree. If you know, we lack everything that we need to have in place.
We have doctors. We don't have tools.
We have doctors.
It is the organization that we lack.
Attending what schools?
Now the organization,
training.
The packaging of the training that we lack.
Attending what schools? Getting what quality
of training? We have a caller from Benue State. Hello, caller. Don't mind this man wants to give me stress. I'll disappoint you. Hello. I stopped Efe from talking. He was not.
No, but you understand where I'm coming from, Efe. But me and you, we are forgetter. You know we are forgetter.
No, you speak for yourself. I speak for myself.
But we are still forgetter.
I know people in Nigeria who have they go to
minor issue and then it becomes aggravated.
So automatically you are saying we don't have.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying to you is
we have qualified people. What we are lacking is the management.
The people that are qualified, the people that are what system? How did they get their qualification? What quality of schools did they attend? What quality of process?
For that. No, let me put this to rest. I agree with him, and I mentioned the name of the school. I went to Surulere, and somebody said, oh, my sister is ill. Let's go and check her up. In Lut, we went, and they were writing an exam. And people were running from inside the hall and opening their car boot and copying the answers and running back inside the exam hall.
See, bros, why I said what I said is, it's dangerous to just say we don't, even the school, the people, the whatever.
Okay, there are some.
It's dangerous because we have qualified people. And what happens? They run away. They leave the shores of Nigeria.
But you can't argue that.
We have
that
them.
The people that are qualified, they go out and do well.
We don't have the organization. We don't have the general packaging. We don't have the structure.
Okay.
That is just the problem.
Alibaba,
If it's up.
May I think it's a combination of both.
Okay.
Both men around. We do have, because, you know, for medical missions, I will be doing that for many years. So I have worked with a lot of indigenous doctors in Nigeria and foreign doctors.
Okay.
And I have to say, I have met some of the most amazing doctors, and they're Nigerians, here in Nigeria, saving lives.
Okay.
There are some procedures that Nigerian doctors handle. VVF repairs,
with
fibroid
very
removals.
little.
With the little, that even the foreign doctors that come in to volunteer have no idea. They're like, oh my God, how'd you do this? Give them toothpicks and they save lives. We barely anything, but I have the foreign ones come, they're like, where is this? Where is that? This, I can work with this. So we have little, not much. Some places have more than others. Some facilities have more than others.
Sure.
But it's the ability to make the most out of what you don't have. And like you said, it also affects the fact that when you have so little, you really cannot advance yourself in your skills. So you now have that disparity going on.
Okay, and which is the same thing that so. Okay, so we have to get our drinks now.
Like I play the political side, so I go even agree with them too.
Okay. So what will be the political side?
My brother, you got many people who enter doctor school, we no get any business to enter doctor school.
They just enter.
They are supposed to be patient.
Who gets on it? My director and the producer, they are laughing inside the studio. Okay, Lara, let's have our drinks now. Let's have our drinks.
This guy don't cancel.
No, you know man.
This is yours, no alcohol.
You're supposed to be patient.
Said you drink alcohol.
Do you take alcohol?
You drink alcohol.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be patient.
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to go.
But they go medical school.
You good? All right, so let's toast to Super Eagles. All right. Buck Wild and Breathless is what date?
October 20th.
20th
of
this weekend.
This weekend is coming.
Next weekend, yeah.
Buck Wild and Breathless is happening, and this edition is called the Power of One.
Yeah.
All right, and it's happening at Eco Hotel. Eco Hotel.
Eco Hotel.
Tickets.
7 p.m.
Tickets.
$5,000 regular, 20 grand VIP. 1 million naira
Different
silver
tables.
table,
And then there's
1.5 million.
one table for 3 million.
Yes, platinum
table
table
for
3
Platinum.
million.
And it's the Power of One. It's happening at the
And all the free tickets are, all the slots for free
You
tickets
haven't
are
drank
taken.
anything. You are staggering.
All the slots for free tickets are taken, so we don't have any free tickets left.
Okay, so you will not even give tickets to somebody that you have a crush on.
Of course, no. Of course, that one has special tickets.
All right. So
But they say make I tell them.
Igalo.
I go play something for you now. Campari day inside.
Okay, you know he rocks rumors, so he knows all these things. All right, so Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to toast to the Super Eagles for beating Libya. They can't be treating our people anyhow in Libya. And people will not retaliate. 4-0 before one. 4-0. That's 4 slaves. 4 slaves.
Say 4 slaves.
12 years and a slave. All right. Cheers to Super Eagles and Igalo, welcome back to Igalo. Igalo, he lost penalties those days now, but now he's made up. Right?
He's achieving his goals in life now.
All right, thank you so much.
And happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Hi, Nana. Hi, Nana.
We ain't doing it without.
Happy birthday to Nana, one of the most spontaneous comedians that you know. Thank you so much. Alibaba, seriously, we'll come to you again next week. Remember, Kodupa Odolwa, Infirmary, Two-Face Dibia, Okwamaka, and then Lara the lawyer, and a call to back.
And a mixologist.
I'm a wonderful week. God bless you.
Going premium. I don't speak.